Hey, good evening. My name is Diana Wright. I am the treasurer for the Boone County, Iowa Democrats. And with me tonight is Chris Duncan. She is the Boone County Recorder, and she is held this position for goodness, how many years, Chris?
3.5 as the
Three and
date.
a half,
Yep.
and is running for reelection. So I thought tonight we'd have Chris tell you a little bit about herself and then about her office. So I'm going to turn this over to Chris.
Hi, thanks, Diana. I'm Chris Duncan. I have been the Boone County Recorder for the last 3.5 years. I've been in the office working for 24 years. I started as a clerk, went to second deputy, first deputy, then finally got to be or ran for election for the recorder. I'm a lifelong Boone County resident, born here, raised here, got married here. Me and my husband have been married for 32 years. We have two grown daughters. One's a first grade teacher in Perry, special education first grade teacher, and our other daughter works at Iowa State. She is in the orientation part for international students and scholars. So that's where I am.
Chris, tell everybody how did you get into the recorder's office?
I started part-time as a clerk. The recorder at that time, she was getting ready to retire, so they had put an ad out for in the paper. I answered, and I was lucky enough to get the position, and I have just gone on since then. I thoroughly enjoy what I do. It's been a lot of fun learning the different processes. When I first started, we were still hand stamping everything, and now everything's almost electronic. We still do filings over the counter by putting our file stamps on them, but I'd say about 85% to 90% of our filings are all electronic now. So we've come a long way. We used to write in books. We don't write in our books anymore. We have an electronic indexing system that we use. And excuse me, we just keep going forward with everything. It's just amazing how far we've come in 24 years from writing in the books to not. So that's how I basically got started into the recorder.
Cool. Well, if I would go to the recorder, or why would I want to make a visit to the recorder's office? What could I do there? Well, besides visit with you, if you weren't busy.
Yes, I do have regular people that come in that I've gotten to know over the years. But if you were to come into our office, you could research your property if you wanted to. A good thing that I've done since I've been a recorder is I'm getting all of our historical documents digitized, and they're going to be available online for you to research yourself. That'll be coming hopefully later this year, first part of next year.
Now, when you say the historical documents, what are we talking about?
They go back, they'll be from 1855, when our records first started, coming up to 1995.
Wow. And what kind of records does that include, just out of curiosity?
Well, right now we've got our index books for deeds and miscellaneous indexes out there already that you can look through them. And I have the corresponding deeds and miscellaneous documents that just got scanned. So you'll be able to, on our system, once you find the index, it'll tell you the book and page. You can go in, punch in the book and page, and it will pop up for you.
Neat.
So, yeah, you can search your property all the way back.
Okay.
Other things you can come into our office for are vital records. If you need your birth certificate, death certificates, you can do those for your family members as long as you're entitled to them. Our death and marriage records go back to 1954 statewide that we can do.
Okay.
Our birth records go back to 1986 statewide. Otherwise, you have to be born in Boone County from 86 going backwards. So like if you were born in the 60s, 50s, you'd have to go to your county in order to get it, or the state vital records office.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just tried to ordered a copy of a birth certificate for my daughter from Texas, and I ordered it in July, and it just arrived today. I mean, ordered it in early August, and it just arrived today. That's how long it took them. So.
Yeah. Getting them from the state vital records office does take longer than the county. So, because we can do them while you're in the office, as long as we can get it for you. If not, it can take up to 4 to 6 weeks.
Okay. Well, I know you also are the person that issues licenses, some kinds of licenses. I know, obviously not driver's license, but.
No, we do licenses for the DNR. So we're talking your boats, snowmobiles, ATVs, ORVs, which your ATVs, ORVs, and snowmobiles are up for renewal right now. So you need to come in or call us and we can renew them over the phone. You need to do that before December 30th. We also issue hunting and fishing licenses. So you can come in and see us and we can help you right through those, issue your deer tags and all that.
Okay. So you have to know all those little ins and outs of what kind of license to issue to who. And so if I come in and I wanted to get a hunting license and a deer tag, you'd guide me through what I can get or what I couldn't get.
I sure would. We've got really good charts to go by.
Okay.
We can explain it to you as to what kind of deer tags you can get.
All right. Well, what do you think is the best part of your job?
The best part of my job is helping people. It's and knowing people when they come into the office. Since I've been there for 24 years, I've got a camaraderie with people. They're amazed when they come in and I can remember their name, or I just say, hey, do you need to do this? Do you need to renew your boat? Do you need to renew your ATV? And they're just, wow, you remember that. It's like, well, yeah, I do. So helping people, giving the best customer service that I can, that's really, I like to do that for people.
How many other people work in the office with you?
There are 2 full-time positions besides myself.
Okay. And of course, obviously, the election is coming up in less than a month. It seems like. So, what would you like to tell folks? I can see a million reasons why we should vote for you, but if you were to tell somebody and they say, well, why should I reelect you? What would you say?
I would say I have the experience. I've been in the office. I know the office inside and out. I'm dedicated. Having been there for 24 years, I've rarely been sick. I do take my vacation, but everybody needs time away. I have the dedication. I put Boone County residents first. I try to help them as much as I can. I will do what it takes to help them get the documents that they need, their boat snows. I will help them as much as I can. We have to follow the laws of the state of Iowa, Boone County, and that's what we do. We do follow the laws. So just, I would say, vote for me, experience, dedication, hard work.
Well, I'd open it up for comments. I don't see that anybody has posted any comments or questions. So I think, is there anything else you would like people to know about the office? I had another question. Just what are the hours that the courthouse is open if I needed to go there?
Our office is open Monday through Friday, 8 to 4:30. We're there through the noon hour. So we do stop taking filings at 4 o'clock you can bring them in and they would go on first thing the next morning. So we are always there. And just the other day, we had a couple come in. It was like 4:30 on the nose.
Of
And
course.
they made it in, you know, they were in the courthouse and they came in to apply for their marriage license. And, you know, we happily stayed there and helped them apply for their marriage license and get everything done that they needed to, even though it was after closing time. You know, we're there to help, we're there to serve, and that's what we do. Another thing I just thought of that I am trying to do with all of our renewal reminders for ATVs, snowmobiles, and stuff, I've implemented emailing them out. And people are really thankful for the email. They're like, oh, I always forget about those. Thanks for the email reminder. And I'm also looking at a way that we can send out text reminders.
Great.
Yeah. So some people have asked us about those, and right now we don't have it, but I am looking into it. So just trying to keep the office moving forward, doing what I can to just keep making progress and keep moving forward.
And make life easier for all of us.
Make life easier. That's right.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Chris, taking time from your evening and answering questions and telling us. I know now I know more about the Boone County Recorder's office than I probably needed to know, but everything I wanted to know. So anyway, thank you so much. So this has been a session with Chris Duncan, our Boone County Recorder, and it will be available as a recording for those who could not watch it live. So we want to thank everybody who dropped in tonight and everybody who's going to be watching this as a recording. So everybody have a great rest of your evening.
Thanks,
Good night.